Hello, I'm Kortney Messer.
And I'm Matt Rosolen.
And today we're going to talk about our project. Our project's theme is Run for Your Health. Our project, Run for Your Health, will be a tent at the festival after the 5K run. It will be free to anyone who wants to stop by and to see what we have to offer. Our project goal is to raise awareness for obesity, nutrition, and exercise for anyone that wants to learn. We want our project to help people gain the knowledge they need to know in order to live a healthy life and to avoid certain health problems. Our goal is to help our community not have certain health problems that are able to be avoided. Because if a problem can be avoided, then why not avoid it? Through this project, we will offer our community to talk to professionals about obesity, nutrition, and exercise. But so it's not just like talking to a professional, we are going to have games and food for people to eat and games for them to play. This way it's more active and fun and people don't get bored, and it should draw more people to our project. Our project goes along with the UC mission statement and the fact that we are working with our community. UC wants us students to work with our community, and this project is doing that clearly. Anything that has to be done with this project is working with our community, and it's working with our community to change the lives of people in our community. For our LOs with the University of Charleston, for citizenship, we're working closely with our community to help the community. It's our right as a citizen to help our community. Our whole project involves the community, it involves us helping them, and so it goes directly with citizenship. For communication, we will talk to our community about obesity, nutrition, and exercise. We also will talk to each other about the topics. We'll have to talk to each other about who is doing what. We have to know what time everything has to be done. Everything we do in the project has to be communicated. We will use the internet to tell people where we will be, what our tent will be about, and how to get additional information on our goals. We will have to also talk with the professionals ourselves to make sure that we know what our topics are, to know that they know when they need to be at the event, and to know more about the project. For creativity, we have to brainstorm to create our project. The whole project has to be created. We're not just pulling this off of something else. We are creating this from the bottom. We have to think about different ways to get people to come to our tents, so that we're going to have the games and the food so that people will come, because who doesn't like eating food and playing games? We don't want people to get bored, so that is another reason we're going to have games. The games that we're going to have, we are creating them. It's not just going to be like a board game where it's already created. We're making these games up. For critical thinking, we have to think about everything that goes into this project. We have to think about what people are going to like, what people are not going to like. We have to think about how to make this project successful. We have to make sure that everyone is on the same level of thinking and that they know what obesity, nutrition, and exercise is. We have to figure out things that could delay our project, like the weather, and if somebody doesn't do their part of the assignment, we have to think about what part of the assignment to assign to a person. Everything we do for the project has to be thought out, and it has to be thought about in great detail. For ethical practice, this project is open to everyone. There's no certain group that is being singled out, and the project is meant to help and not harm. Being said, we don't want to just pick out a person who has obesity. We want it to be someone who has obesity, someone who doesn't have obesity, anyone. This way, no one's feelings get hurt, and everyone can learn versus just one group of people learning. For inquiry, we will be using the internet to help spread the word. Research will be used to get the facts. The information that we get is all scientific data, so it's all real stuff. We're not just making up these numbers. We are using the internet to find nutritionists and obesity support groups. We have to use the internet to find an athletic trainer. We have to use the internet to find any type of information that we get. We also have to use the internet to find videos that we can play at our tent.
And that brings us to our project plan. Starting in January, we will need to find a nutritionist and people from various obesity support groups, as well as an athletic trainer, who will volunteer their time to help out at the event. And they will do this by help spreading awareness to the people who come and visit our tent. On January 26th, which is the second week back from the Christmas break, we will need to collect $5 from each of our classmates to help buy the supplies that will be used. On February 1st, which is the following Thursday, we will need a couple people to go out to Walmart and get the supplies, and this includes markers, a poster board, and other items that will be used for the games. On February 2nd, which is the next day on Friday, it's a class day, we will need people of artistic talent to work together to make the posters. And these posters will be placed at the end of the finish line, so that when people cross the finish line, they will look up and see a positive message and feel good about themselves, that they're helping fight obesity. And even for those people who are just watching the event, they will be able to look at the message and feel like they're helping out as well. And now in February, we will need to find encouraging stories about obesity and people who have overcome the condition. And we feel this is very important because it provides an emotional factor, and it will help draw people's attention towards our tent. On February 9th, we will need to get the games together, and we will need to build the various games such as cornhole, the dartboard, a trivia spinning board, which will include facts and questions about obesity. So we need some hula hoops, we need a football to set up a pickup football game, and we also want to create some stickers so that people can take home as prizes. On February 16th, we will need to figure out a way to display the videos, either in a TV or on a computer. And for this, we will need to probably rely on people who are tech savvy. On the morning of the event, at 7 a.m., we will begin the setup. During the event, we will work the games, greet people, pass food and water out, and give prizes away. And for this, we will need everyone. After the event, we will take down the tent and put everything away. Now, how does our plan help to realize our goal? So by using this plan, students will be involved in learning about obesity, as well as the healthy aspects such as nutrition and exercise, by creating games and understanding how the project will operate. The resources we used include a nutritionist. We need to find a nutritionist, call them, and make sure that they will be able to come and help out at the event. We will need an athletic trainer, either one from outside the school or one from inside the school, who will volunteer their time. And we feel that a YouTube video would be very helpful. The one called My 120-Pound Journey is a perfect fit for this event because it is about a man who has overcome obesity. And we'll probably need some other videos too to mix things up and keep it interesting. We'll need to get in touch with obesity awareness groups, so we need to find their websites, get their contact numbers, and see if we can get some people down to help out. And now for the constraints and the things that will delay our project. First of all, the weather is a big factor, because if it's raining, maybe not a lot of people will come out to the event, and they might not want to visit our tent, if that includes walking out of their shelter, wherever they are. If the technology does not work, then we will have a pretty big problem, as we won't be able to put our videos up. If someone does not complete the task they are assigned, then we will fall behind, most definitely. If we cannot find an athletic trainer or a nutritionist, then it will be difficult, but we can probably find some students within the class who are knowledgeable about athletics and nutrition who will be able to speak on their behalf. Now for our literature review. This is a list of the resources that we used on how to run our project and to provide some information about obesity. The CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, provided facts about obesity, and it told us about the importance of the issue. Healthline basically told us how you need to control weight, how eating healthy improves your mood, and diseases that go along with obesity, such as diabetes, and how eating healthy gives you more energy. The Gwinnett Medical Center was a great source in telling us how to run the 5K walk-run. They give out prizes and help spread the word on obesity, and they do a good job of explaining what obesity is in general terms. Next, we have the Childhood Obesity Awareness Program. They provide information on how to have walkathons to educate students, teachers, and parents on the issue of obesity, which is similar to our project. We also use Pinterest to help figure out which games to use and get some ideas on how to make the games, do it yourself, and how to run the games. Just Say Yes to Fruits and Vegetables project, JSY, is a program which uses obesity workshops, food demos, and environmental strategies to improve knowledge about obesity. Eat Well, Play Hard in childcare settings is a program that is a daycare, and this daycare serves healthy food for anyone who is in their care.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. We hope you liked it.
And together, we can help fight obesity and raise awareness for healthy lifestyles.